Welcome to the Ultimate Gaming Realm, and this is your curator, Dixon, logging on.
Enjoy.
They bleed pixels. The game was published and developed by Canadian game company Spooky Squid Games Inc. And this game was released on October 29, 2012 on Steam. It's another one of these games I found on sale, and I took a look at it, and it looks like another interesting type of games that inspired retro gaming from the 8-bit era. Especially with the extremely difficult level settings of good games like Castlevania and Ninja Gaiden. Come to think of it, Super Meat Boy also has been inspired by Ninja Gaiden with these wall jumps and death traps. Super Meat Boy can also be difficult too. They Bleed Pixels also been inspired by horror films and novels such as the likes of H.P. Lovecraft. In fact, this game is inspired by H.P. Lovecraft in an 8-bit style, and that's what makes the game more appealing. The game has a wonderful, well-composed soundtrack done by DJ Finish'em, which can be purchasable either in the collector's edition or separately. I bought the collector's edition when it was on sale. Regular price for the game would be $9.99, and the soundtrack by itself is $4.99. Or if you get the collector's edition, which features both of them, it would be $12.99, which saves about $2 if you go for the collector's edition. The controls. You have an option of either choosing a keyboard or a controller. And with this game, I go with the controller, mainly an Xbox 360 Windows controller, because with the platformer games, that's what I do best, use a controller. I love the elements that they combine all around the game, well, with the exception of the game being a torture device, unless or until you escape. Just like retro games on retro consoles, especially the good ones like Castlevania or Ninja Gaiden or Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, it can be super fucking hard. The only way how to get past most of the areas is to get the pattern down after you fuck up. And getting through certain areas requires patience, and sometimes I don't always have patience. These type of games are really neat and creative, but these type of games can also be a frustrating son of a bitch. And at times, it will piss you off. I love pretty much anything that involves H.P. Lovecraft stories, or things based off his stories. For instance, movies like Call of Cthulhu, Evil Dead, Dagon, and The Reanimator. There are also video games based or inspired by Lovecraft, like Splatterhouse. Speaking of hard games, that is another hard son of a bitch. And other games like Alone in the Dark, Evil Within, Resident Evil 4, Sherlock Holmes Awaken, and the list can go on. I'm pretty sure I might run into more inspired Lovecraft games eventually. They Bleed Pixels does have an interesting storyline. The protagonist is a troubled young girl who's been sent to an academy named Lovecraft Academy. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a school for troubled girls. But the young girl did not expect the unexpected. In the library, she finds a glowing book with a weird symbol on it, and then she opens it. Then she gets possessed with nightmares. Then she learns that the book plagues her dreams and sucks her into different worlds where you're like in hell and you're trying to escape from deadly monsters and death traps until she escapes the dream. When she's not sleeping in the real world, she tried numerous times to destroy the book. But that doesn't make the spell that the book put on her go away. I'm sure there is a way to destroy the book once and for all, but I haven't beaten the game yet, because like I said earlier, the game is extremely difficult and it's not one of my top priority games, but I do go back to it time to time, because it does have a save system. The game does have interesting bonus levels that have been created by other indie game developers, and some interesting unlockables such as lovely art images, and plus you can rewatch the interesting cutscenes after you advance further in the story, and plus you can also replay a chapter that you finished. Above all, I would have to say that this game is recommendable if you don't mind putting yourself through torture of challenges, and the soundtrack is also recommendable. In fact, I would recommend that you get the collector's edition so you can get both the game and the soundtrack. And if you find it on sale, I recommend it even more. And this is Dixon of the Ultimate Gaming Room logging on.